With winter around the corner, it's never too early to be thinking about the holidays. And today I'm joined with Janice, who's with the Lloydminster Christmas Angels, for a two-part interview about what they do and what they're all about. Thank you so much for joining me today, Janice.
Thanks for inviting me.
Of course. Now, can we just start off by what is the Lloydminster Christmas Angels, and what is it that you guys do?
Okay, so for a lot of years, we were known as Santa's Christmas Angels. And I decided, I think a couple of years ago, I'm going to change it. Maybe easier to search or to find, if you're searching. And what it is was I've always liked to give. I like to do things for people. And I've always wanted to help a family out at Christmas. So when my kids were little, I remember saying, you guys are so lucky. You're just blessed to have family and good health and too many presents. And I thought, I want to do something. And I let it go all these years, kind of forgot about it. And I think it was 2011, we had became grandparents the year before, and I felt like super, super blessed. And I thought, I just wanted, this is going to be the year, but I can't do it myself financially. So I thought I'm going to put it out on Facebook land and whether people help me or think it's crazy or something, I'll find out. Well, I had so many messages and people just got on board. A lot of them didn't know me from a hole in the ground, and they brought gifts and, just all kinds of stuff. So what I wanted to do, there's so many people that are financially strapped. So obviously we couldn't help all of those people. So I thought, there's people going through serious health issues or might have just lost a loved one, just need some Christmas cheer and to know the community was there for them. So I got people to private message me, with families that they could think of that might need the help. And then I picked from there, and we will do 2 families a year. So what I like to do is have a stocking for everybody. And so there's stockings, and then there's somebody needs to fill them. So we fill the stockings, and I like to have 6 or 7 gifts per person. And then, of course, Christmas, you need food. So there's a turkey, there's a ham, there's potatoes, there's stuffing, there's dessert, you name it, just everything, Christmas treats. And so I've had a lady right from year one, and I think this is my 11th or 12th year. I've lost track, honestly. She's done the baking for me. Every year she brings beautiful trays of her baking. And then I've got a lady that does stockings, and she puts their names on with her embroidery, beautiful stockings. So I have it's a private Facebook group because I don't want the families knowing everything, Yeah. And every year I can have anywhere from 80 to 200 members. And I kind of make a list of what we need, and people will just say, okay, well, I'll buy first, I'll put their first names, and I find out some likes, from each person. I always get the okay, whoever nominated the family. And then we vote in the group which 2 families we'd like to help. Of course, we can't do them all. I'd love to, but we just can't. And I only have 2 spare rooms in my house. So I have family number 1 in 1 bedroom and family number 2. And whoever nominated the family, I find out from them whether this family will be open to accepting these gifts, because some people just don't want to, they're not comfortable, and which is fine, of course. So then I just get some likes and stuff like that, hobbies that they might be into. And then we go from there. And I have people coming to my house, dropping things off and gift cards and food. And I'm sure the neighbors wonder what's going on here, because there could be one car pulling in and one pulling out some days. And honestly, I'm going to get teary-eyed. Every year when people come to drop stuff off, I get goosebumps. It's like, it's just really touching. Mm-hmm. Most of us don't know the families. And, you know, people complain about Lloydminster, and this community is amazing. You know, really, for strangers, they just go out of their way and bring these gifts, and then delivery. I will usually about a week before Christmas, we'll deliver. We just go to the door. We don't go in or anything. A few of us will deliver. And it's such an emotional night. I just feel drained after it. It's just such a good feeling in your heart. And then there's always feedback from the families, and the kids get so excited when there's little kids. Oh my gosh. You know, they're so excited, jumping up and down and running to the door. And just, you know, the parents are just so overwhelmed by it all. And it's just, you know, makes all the time worth it. And because I work out of my house, I can do it. It's a lot of organizing, but it's all done online. So, you know, it's just such a good feeling.
That's amazing. Everything that you do to give back to these families who, you know, are going through a loss or going through health issues, and they really need that Christmas spirit. So we'll have a lot more information in part 2. So tune in tomorrow to see part 2 of my interview with Janice and the Lloydminster Christmas Angels.